2024 has been a remarkable year in many ways. Being an election year in Ghana meant political activities were to dominate most parts of the year. From sports, politics to business, some of the headlines captured international attention and got everyone talking. Channel One News' Jude Duncan, in no particular order, has documented some of the major highlights from the year.
At the end of January this year, the New Patriotic Party successfully held its parliamentary primaries for the December 2024 election in constituencies with sitting MPs from the party. Some notable names who lost their re-election bids to remain on the party's ticket included Sheila Batel's Member of Parliament for Ablekuma North, Dr. Dixon Adomakukisi, Member of Parliament for Inyaso Otuom, Moses Enim, Member of Parliament for Trobu, and Sarah Adjoasafo, Member of Parliament for Domik Kwabenya. Others were Tina Na Ayele Mensah, Member of Parliament for Wejagbawe, and Yves Hansen Norte, Member of Parliament for Tema Central. The National Democratic Congress (NDC) in January 2024 made changes to its leadership in Parliament. Member of Parliament for Ejumako Eyan Isiam constituency in the Central Region, Kesilato Forsen, replaced Tamale South MP Haruna Idrisu as minority leader. Emmanuel Amakofibua, Member of Parliament for Elembele, also came in to replace Ketu North MP James Kluche Aveji as deputy minority leader, while Kwame Agboja also replaced Asawase MP Muntaka Mubarak as minority chief whip. Ahmed Ibrahim and Comfort Doyo, however, maintained their positions as first and second deputy whips, respectively. In February 2024, the majority New Patriotic Party in Parliament underwent a significant leadership change as Oseiche Mensah Bonsu, one of the longest-serving members of Parliament in the Fourth Republic, was removed as majority leader. He was replaced by Efutu MP Alexander Kwamena Apenyo Markin, while Patricia Apije, the Member of Parliament for Asokwa, was appointed deputy majority leader. The leadership reshuffle followed the meeting of the Majority Caucus, which deliberated on the recommendations from the National Executive Committee. During the election period, the National Democratic Congress became the first of the two leading political parties to announce its running mate for the December 7 general elections. In March 2024, the National Executive Committee of the Opposition endorsed Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as running mate to the party's flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama. On the other side of the political divide, following months of intense lobbying by prominent members of the governing New Patriotic Party for the running mate position, the National Executive Council and the National Council of the NPP selected the then Minister for Energy, Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh, as running mate to the party's flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. On Thursday, March 7, 2024, the nation was struck by the death of the former Deputy Minister for Finance and Member of Parliament for Ejiso in the Ashanti region, Dr. John Kuma. The 45-year-old politician passed away after a brief illness. He had been present on the floor of Parliament earlier that week and was scheduled to contribute to the debate on the budget. The sudden death of Dr. John Kuma necessitated a by-election by the Electoral Commission to elect a new MP to replace him. Less than a month later, Philip Baswa, the Member of Parliament for the Kumewu constituency in the Ashanti region, also passed away. Philip Baswa first entered Parliament in 2017 after winning the 2016 general elections in the Kumewu constituency. Ernest Enim won the subsequent by-election and replaced Philip Baswa in Parliament. The minority leader and the former Deputy Minister for Finance, Dr. Kesilato Forsen, who was standing trial alongside businessman Richard Japa in a 2.3 million euros ambulance case, was acquitted and discharged by the Court of Appeal on July 30th, 2024. Justice Kwekuteria Akabuafo and Philip Bright Mensah granted the request to acquit and discharge them, while the presiding judge, Justice Puku Echampon, dismissed their request. In April of this year, widespread outrage erupted following reports that Bobu Wulumo Numu Bukitilawe, a traditional leader in Nungwa, had decided to marry a 12-year-old girl. The 63-year-old traditional leader defended the customary marriage, claiming it did not involve any sexual relations with the young girl. In response, the government, through the Ministry of Gender and Social Protection and the Chieftaincy Ministry, intervened, to ensure the young girl was provided with a safe shelter. In sports, Ghana hosted the 13th edition of the African Games in Accra, marking a significant event in the country's sporting calendar. However, concerns about Ghana's preparedness to host the Games surfaced well before the event. The Games itself were marred by controversies, including allegations of poor treatment of athletes before, during, and after the event. The minority in parliament also questioned the amounts paid to contractors for constructing the Boteman Sports Complex, completing the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and the renovation of the African Games Village. Public outrage grew when official documents revealed $34 million was spent to complete the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, which was 70% finished at the time. An additional $60 million was allocated for renovating 4 new halls at the University of Ghana to accommodate athletes and officials. In the aftermath of the Games, volunteers clashed with government officials over delays in receiving promised allowances. Furthermore, a group petitioned the Office of the Special Prosecutor to investigate the Games expenditure for possible instances of corruption.